We put a leaf on that Jeremiah tree because at the time that the Jeremiah tree came out, we talked about it as a family, and we happened to be blessed at the time and continue to be blessed, and we thought it was important to share those blessings with the church so that we could be part of something bigger for the future.
Someone made the church possible for us. Someone gave so that this church was here for us to have faith and to worship and serve. And so we want to ensure that Immanuel's here for others.
So shortly after we decided to participate in the Jeremiah tree, it got us thinking about some other things that had to do with long-term planning and our son and our family and what kind of legacy we wanted to leave. So during that process of planning for the future and deciding what we wanted to do in terms of making sure our son was provided for and our family was provided for, it was important to us to make sure that Immanuel was included in that plan as well, because Immanuel's been such a big part of our family and our life. And it's been a tremendous blessing. We wanted to make sure that blessing was able to be continued for others as well.
Your legacy is what you hold near and dear, what's most important to you. And our faith in our family is most important to us.
You talked about a Bible passage that means a lot for you. What is that passage?
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
And why?
Because I can't imagine living a life without Christ. He supports me, He guides me, He gives my life meaning and purpose.
We felt it was important to be able to remember the church family in our plan, in our estate plan, and through the advice of the planners, we were able to do that via naming Immanuel as a beneficiary for life insurance policies, and that was really a pretty simple and effective way to include Immanuel in our plan.
Well, it's important for Immanuel to keep its mission to connect people to Christ for life, and not just here, but around the world, in our community and around the world, and doing that through all the different missions that we have right now and the programs.
Yeah, I think we talk about keeping the main thing quite a bit, and that is really what it boils down to. It's very important to ensure that mission of connecting people to Christ for life is able to continue and carry on, not only in the short term, but in the long term as well.
So why do you give when you're in church? And why are you going to give when the Lord calls you home?
We feel that it's important to give now and also in the future to make sure that we can uphold our commitment today and in the future for not only our family, but future members of Immanuel as well.
We see the fruit of our giving.
I think it's everyone's responsibility that participates in the church to be able to participate as they can right now to ensure that the day-to-day things that we do can continue to be done, in addition to providing the legacy for the future.